Hello everyone, I am Ritesh Chauhan working as an assistant professor in computer engineering department at Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Technical Education and Research Center, Navsari. So we already completed till unit number 6. Now we proceed with the unit number 7, that is pointers. Now the topic which are covered in this video are what is pointer, how to declare and initialize the pointer, what is dangling pointer, how a pointer is different from the array, and last topic is pointer to pointers. Now what is pointer, how to declare and initialize it. So pointer are one of the derived data type in C, one of the most powerful tool and easy to use once they are mastered. So some of the advantages of pointer are a pointer enables us to access a variable that is defined outside the function. Pointers are more efficient in handling the data tables. Also, pointer reduces the length and complexity of a program. So the use of a pointer array to character string saves the data storage in the memory. So pointer, what is the definition of a pointer? So pointer is a variable that contains address or location of another variable. So if I initialize a equal to 1 and I use one pointer which stores the address of a, okay, so that pointer are uses only the users of this pointer are to store the address or location of another variable. So pointer is a derived data type in C, as I said earlier. Also pointer contains memory address as their value. Okay, normal variable contains the values, for example a equal to 1, but pointer variable always contains a address as a value. Okay, so as a value what they store, address of another variable. So they can also be used to access and manipulate data stored in the memory. For example, suppose this is a pointer. By how to declare a pointer I will show you in the next slide. We have to declare a pointer using this asterisk mark, that is star. Okay, star p. So compiler knows that this p variable is a pointer which is used to store the address of another variable. Okay, so here we initialize a equal to 10 and we declare one pointer whose name is p. So what is the usage of this p? It can store the address of another variables. So I allocate the address as a value of p. Okay, so address of a will be stored in the pointer p. Now if I print the value of a, the value of star p, that is pointer p, and p, what will be the output? First, what is the value of a? 10. Okay, whenever I put the star mark, that means it represents the value at that particular address. For example, what here p will be stored? It will be stored the address of a. At the address of a, what is the value? The value is 10. So when we write percentage, asterisk p, then it will be print the values that are stored in that particular address. Okay, so what it will be print here also 10, and in p, what is p here? P equal to n. So here we will printed the address of a. Here is a graphical representation of this small program. So what is a here? The value is 10. What is the address of a? 5000. Okay, then what we assign to p, pointer p, the address of a, because pointer always store the address of another variable, as we already seen in the definition. Okay, so what is the p? P stores the address of a. What is the address of a? This 5000 will be stored in this as a value of pointer p. Okay, a pointer is a variable that contains address or location of another variable. Okay, so this p will store as a value the address of another variable, that is a. Okay, when we print here a, the value is printed of, what is the value of a? 10 will be printed here. Next, star p. Star p means what? Only if we print p, then the address of p will be the address of a will be printed. But what we are printing here, star p, means At this address, what is the value? At this address, the value is 10. That's why what is the output? 10, 10 and 5000. Why 5000 here? Because P is storing the address of A. Okay, this one. So pointer P stores the address as its value. Here is a simple graphical representation of pointer. So here what is P? P is an integer pointer. Okay, the data type of this pointer is integer. What is AND? As we know, it is an address or referring operator which returns memory address of the variable. Okay, so the memory address of A will be stored in the pointer P. Then what is this star? Star is an indirection or dereferencing operator which returns value stored at that memory address. So whenever I am using star P, that is asterisk P, at this address, whatever the value is will be printed here. That's why 10 is the answer of this pointer P. AND operator is the inverse of star, this asterisk operator. For example, x equal to A is same as x equal to pointer address of A. Okay, so this is similar to this expression. Okay, now we see how to declare and initialize the pointer. So what is the syntax to declare any pointer? First you have to write data type, then space, then this asterisk mark, and then the variable name. So this variable name detected by the compiler as a pointer. Whenever this statement will encounter, the compiler is able to know that this particular variable is a pointer. So here is an example. If I write integer space star P, this P is a pointer. Okay. We can also use the data type float and character. So the asterisk tells the compiler that the variable pt name, this pt name is a pointer variable. So it will be only able to store the address of another variable. Okay. And this pt name needs a memory location to store the address of another variable. Pt name points to a variable of the type data type. So it will point only the same data types variables only. It will store the address of integer data type only, not character and float. If you declare integer star P, then okay. If I declare float star Q, then Q will be stored the address of variable but whose data type must be float. Similarly for C. So here we see how to initialize the pointer. A equal to 5, it is a normal variable. X is also normal variable. This is star P. Compiler is able to know that this asterisk P is a pointer. That's why we have to put this star whenever you declare. Okay. How to initialize this particular pointer? So here we initialize the pointer that P equal to AND A. So P will be stored the address of A. As we know, the pointer is always going to store the address of another variable. So here we initialize as a value what P stores the address of A. Now X equal to star P means what? P contains the address of A. Okay. And star P gives the value stored at that particular address. Okay. So star P means what? At this address, what is the value? What is the value? 5. So what is the value of X now here? 5. So this is a most important program using pointer which can be asked in your GTU examination. So let's see this example. So see, this is a program to add two numbers using pointer. So I use two pointers, that is P and Q. To store the number 1, I will use first variable. To store the number 2, I am going to use second variable. And the sum of two variable will be stored in sum. Okay. So first what we do? First we print enter two integer to add %t, comma, and first, comma, and second. So first number will be stored in the variable first, second number will be stored in the variable second. Okay, suppose I stored the variable 1 in first and 2 in second. Now what is p? P equal to AND first. For example, this is first variable and this is second. Okay, we stored the value in first 1, in variable second we stored the value 2. Suppose the address of first variable is 5000 and the address of second variable is 5002. Okay, now what is p? P is a pointer. It will store the address of another variable, as we know. So p equal to AND first. So what is the value of p? P equal to 5000. And q is also a pointer. Q equal to AND second. So what is the value of what is the address of second? 5002. So the value of q is 5002 and the value of p is 5000. Okay, now if I want this value which are stored at this particular address, then what I have to write? Star p. It will give me the answer 1. Similarly, to detect this 2 or to fetch this value which are stored in the address in 5002, what I have to write? Star q, which gives me the value 2. Okay, so what I simply do, I take one variable, it is sum, and what I do? Star p plus star q, because star p gives the number 1, star q gives the number 2. Then the sum contains the addition of 2 pointer, that is 3. Then I simply printed sum. Okay, this is very simple example. So it is an important example for your examination. So prepare well. This is the output. If I entered 4, which are stored in variable first, 5 will be stored in the variable second, and then with the help of pointer, the summation of two number is 9. Okay, so there is another example of pointer. To swap a value of two variables using pointer, or you can say that swap the value of two variables using call by reference. So your function will be there. Okay, so as we know, what is call by reference? In call by reference, the address of actual parameter is passed as an argument to the called function. So we have to pass the address of actual argument. Okay, so what we first do, we take one function with the name swap. We are not returning any value, that's why we are using void. Okay, for pointer, if it is not an pointer, you have to write only integer comma integer, because two address we are going to take to the function definition, that's why. But why I write here star? Because we are now we are going to deal with the pointer, that's why we are written here star. Okay, here we take two variables, that is a and b. User will enter the value of a and value of b. Suppose the value of a is, suppose the value of a is 5 and value of b is 6, and the address of a is 5000 and the address of b is 5002. Okay, now which function will call? Swap. Okay, swap. Why here written AND A and B? Because using here the question is by call by reference. In call by reference, what we do, we are putting the address of actual argument. What is our actual argument? This a and b. Okay, so the actual argument is passed to the called function. So the address of a and b, what is the address of a? 5000 and 5002 will be passed to the function that is here, a and this b. But when we come to the function definition, what is written here? Integer star a, integer star b. That means the value which are stored in the address a. What is the value of which are stored in the address a? 5. In address b, 6. So this will be passed in the function definition. Okay. So what we do here? We take one variable that is temp and we allocate temp equal to star a. Now what is the value of star a? 5. So it will be allocated to temp. Now star a equal to star b. That means the value of b will be allocated to a. What is the value of b? 6 will be allocated to a. That is, now what is the value of a? 5. Okay, the value of b is 6. So the value of a, latest value of a is 6. Next, star b equal to temp. What is the value of temp? 5. 5 will be given to the b. Okay, now simply what we do, this function is completed. Okay, function definition is going here completed. So next statement will be printed. What is the next statement? A equal to percentage d, b equal to percentage d. So here already the value is going to change. Okay, instead of 5, the value of a is 6. The latest value of a is 6. Instead of 6, the latest value of b is 5. So here we directly deal with the address of the variable that is called by reference. Okay, so what will be printed? The value of a is 6 and the value of b is 5. So next topic is, what is dangling pointer? So the pointer variable should contains a valid address. As we know that in a previous example, what we do? In previous example, q equal to, and we allocate some address as a value to the pointer q. Okay, so it must contain a valid address. A pointer variable which does not contain a valid address is called dangling pointer. Okay, if it does not contain, this q pointer does not contain a valid address, then this pointer is known as dangling pointer. For example, consider the following declaration. Suppose I declare integer pointer pi. Okay, this declaration indicates that pi is a pointer variable and the corresponding memory location should be contain address of an integer variable. Okay, but the declaration will not initialize the memory. Suppose I am declaring this pointer, but I am not initialize. For example, I am not going to initialize star pi equal to any variable address. Suppose I will not do in our program, then the memory contains the garbage value like shown in this figure, because pi does not contain any address here. So this pi pointer is an dangling pointer. It must initialize with any of the address of another variable. Then and only then we can say that particular pi is a pointer. But if it does not contain any address and simply we declare the pointer, then it is known as dangling pointer. Okay. So this is a difference between pointer and array. How it is different? Array is a constant pointer, as we know, but pointer variable can be changed. So it refers to the directly to the element, but it refers the address of the variable. Okay, because pointer stores the address of another variable. So memory location is in sequence, but in pointer memory location is random. Any memory location will be given by the compiler. So array allocates the memory space which cannot resize or reassign, but allocated memory size can be resized in pointer. So array is a group of element, but pointer is not a group of element, it is a single variable. So this is a difference between array and pointer. So the next most important topic is pointers to pointer. So it is possible to make a pointer to point to another pointer variable, but the pointer must be of a type that allow it to point a pointer. So what is pointer to pointer? A variable which contains the address of pointer variable is known as pointer to pointer. For example, if we declare pointer p in integer data type, okay, and I allocate p equal to and a. So what p will contain? P contains the address of normal variable. Okay, but what is the definition of pointer to pointer? A variable which contains the address of a pointer. So suppose I have another pointer, that is star q. Okay, integer star q. So this star q must contain the address of pointer, then and only then I can say this is an pointer to pointer, because the definition of pointer to pointer is it contains the address of pointer variable. Okay, so this q will be stored the address of this star p, then and only then we can say this q is pointer to pointer. For this we have to initialize with double star. Why double star? Because compiler will be able to know that q will be stored the address of another pointer. Let's see. So its a major application is in referring the element of the two-dimensional array. So this is an application of pointer to pointer. So syntax of declaring the pointer to pointer is, first you have to write data type, and then you have to write 2 times asterisk and then variable name. So the variable name, suppose I am using here q. Okay, star q, that means this variable is known as pointer to pointer. It will store the address of another pointer. But simple pointer, what simple pointer do? It will store the address of normal variable. But this pointer to pointer stores the address of another pointer. Okay, so this declaration tells the compiler to allocate a memory for the variable ptr, okay, in which the address of pointer variable will be points to the value of the type data type can be stored. Let's see the example so that you can understand better. Suppose here is a syntax of initialization of pointer to pointer. So how we can initialize pointer to pointer? Similar to pointer. Okay, suppose ptr is a pointer to pointer. I am using integer star p, ptr underscore ptr. So compiler will be able to know this is a pointer to pointer. And suppose another declaration will be there, that is integer star p, ptr underscore name. Okay, so this is pointer, simple pointer, but what is this? This is pointer to pointer. Okay, now how to initialize pointer to pointer? Pointer to pointer, that means ptr equal to and ptr name. This is what? Simple pointer. This is simple pointer. So this ptr will be initialized as ptr underscore ptr equal to, and what you have to it will store the address of pointer. Okay, so we have to write ptr name. I think you understand, huh? So what we do here, this ptr is a pointer. This is a pointer to pointer, but this ptr underscore name is a simple pointer. Okay, so ptr will be stored the address of pointer. Okay, so you have to initialize by and simple pointer name. So this initialization tells the compiler that now ptr points to the address of pointer variable. So how to access the pointer to pointer? In pointer, how we access the value? Simple star and variable name. But in pointer to pointer, if you have accessed the value of that particular address, you have to put 2 star. Okay, let's see one example so you can understand better. So here is an example of pointers to pointer. First we initialize I equal to 16. Then we initialize a pointer p with the address of I. So what is the value of p, the address of I? You can see here. Okay, because pointer always store the address of another variable. This is not pointer to pointer, this is simple pointer. Okay, now we declare, we are not here initialize, we are simply declare one pointer to pointer, which is here. And what is the role of pointer to pointer? It will store the address of another pointer, not a variable. Okay, so now what we do, pp equal to np. Np is a pointer and pp is a pointer to pointer. Okay, so that it will store the address of another pointer. So what pp's value is? The address of p. Here you can see. Okay, this all are addresses, this all are values. Okay, so this pp will store, this is pointer to pointer, it will storing the address of another pointer. Okay, so definition will successfully here executed. Okay, now we simply print p equal to %t and star p. What is star p? Star p means what? It stores the address of I. P is storing the address of I. Okay, so if I want to retrieve the value of from that particular address, I will simply write star p. Okay, so what is the value of star p here? Which is the value of I. So what is the value of I? Oh, sorry, p star p 16. Okay, so first here 16 will be printed. Next, double p equal to %t. Here also we are fetching the value. Okay, so what is the value of p? The address of a pointer, that is p. Okay, so at that address, at this address, what is the value? Here is an address. At this address, what is the value? 16. So here also what is going to be printed? 16. Okay, so what is the output? 16 and 16. So this program illustrates the use of pointer to pointer. Here using two indirection operator, the data item 16 can be accessed, that is star, this I will be not there. Star pp refers to p and star pp refers to I. Okay. So I hope you understand what is pointer, then how to declare and initialize the pointer, what is dangling pointer, how pointer is different from array, also what is pointer to pointer. If you have any query in this unit, please contact me. Thank you.